Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Super B Team.
Super B team.
It has been a very long off season, I should say, but I'm back once again with Hatfield. How are you?
Yeah, good. Ready to say the wrong words in the wrong time in the wrong place.
I think it's what we're known for at this stage, and people accept that.
Absolutely.
How keen are we? It's a new season, it's a new car, it's a new reigning champion, and it's a new chapter in the history of Roos.
And a new bunch of confusing regulations, thanks to yours truly.
Yeah, it's I don't think they're bad ones though. Let's crack into it. This season is of course going to be a run with the 2008 Zanardi Nismo GTR, which is one of our high-powered Super GT cars. What a weapon this is, Hatfield.
Mate, so much grip, good aero on it, not much dirty air, pure racing car. And it's going to be interesting to see if Mint, who of course won last season, his first ever Division 1 championship, took the stranglehold that Keaton had and threw it to the ground, said, "This is mine." Keaton missed 2 rounds, so that's probably why. But, of course, congratulations to him. We were very professional in our covering of that final race, which was completely corrupted.
Whoops.
Oopsie. Yeah, shit happens. Excuse my
Yeah,
language. Um, but yeah, that car will be a great driving season. We've gone with the one times tyres wear, one time fuel wear, so not as much fuel save strategy type stuff as we would normally have, more out and out racing, but we have added that mandatory pit stop for tyres just to keep things level, but also give guys sort of a opportunity to maybe pit for fresh air or try and undercut the guys ahead.
absolutely. And I think that mandatory pit stop especially, it can spice up the racing, but it's always good to have some sort of strategy element in your event, and this is that for me. And for us in general, I guess.
Yeah, if you've got flat out from lights to flag in these 45-minute races, it gets a bit tedious. You want to have a little bit of a break in there. Of course, the biggest reg change is going to be the fluid rooms that we've gone with. So if you have a good result in Division 2 room, you can see yourself jumping up. So we should see a bunch of new drivers throughout the season in our streams. Of course, we won't be doing every round. We've got Demo 1 Garage, who will be coming back for a couple of rounds this season, which is great. So they'll be taking round 2. But until then, you have to suffer with us.
Props to him though. Great to have a professional stream commentator back with it. I mean, I think we've done a good job with what we've been given, but of course, there's nothing better than having a dedicated streamer try and cover some of our races.
We've
Um,
been holding the fort, but we are out of toilet paper.
Absolutely, it's time to venture into the land and actually race a little bit. But speaking of new faces, like you mentioned, we've got a lot of new faces in Div 1 this season, and one who has spiked up as someone that we know already, FSR DB007, has taken pole for the first race of the season. So tell us how he's taken pole before the race has even started.
I don't, beats me. Well, actually, I do remember. So we had qualifying last Sunday. We had 45-minute qualifying session. Everybody qualified at the same time in multiple rooms, and that's set our grids from divisions 1 through 5. So, yeah, he took a pole from Keaton by a very, very small margin. I think only 3 drivers got into the 29s.
Was a very tight field, probably one of the tightest Div 1 spreads we've ever seen, and
Yeah,
the
from first through
45.
16th was just over half a second, I think,
Oh,
spread in 16 cars,
that
which
is
is
competitive.
crazy. Yeah, some of the other divisions were even closer. One of them was under 3/10 for the entire field. So, and that's 16 drivers as well. So yeah, crazy close qualifying times.
That is mental. Of course, we'll run through the grid quickly now before we get to the actual replay. So, of course, it was DB007 who took the pole from Keaton McDonald, trying to make good on his failed season. Then Mint, Twitchy, newcomer FSR Kiwi Raikkonen, another newbie Noodles, followed by Old Hand Holland, Manhunt, Risky, Ranger Oz, VLX Fella, Norm, Razor, myself, Yashiki, and XLXY rounded out our 16 car grid.
Yeah, and I think the guys that missed out were a tenth down on the 16th place time. So as we said, very close. Miss out just by that little margin. So with our fluid rooms, we should see a couple of guys jump up, a couple of guys fall down from week to week. So let's see who can stay in Division 1.
29 laps of Seaside right after this. And here we are on the grid.
TB007, as we said, it's got pole from Keaton in Matt and Twitchy round 2, or row 2 even. Red lights.
Lots of revving going on.
And they're off. Head down that long stretch. First is that right-hand kink, flat through before a tight left-hander.
Keaton with a decent start. Little bit of an overlap with DB007.
Who will brake first? Who will blink? DB gets the lead through that first.
Oh, there's contact back there. Oh. Caught a car in the wall back there.
A little bit. Oh,
it was a Ranger. Oh, newcomer in the
debut that you want. That beautiful ignition livery, not looking so great now. DB leads the field.
Stretching his legs over Keaton. Twitchy trying to give chase with Matt right on his tail.
Heading up through these S's now. I believe these are flat.
They are completely flat today, Hatfield. These cars with massive amount of downforce on the soft tyres, it is no problems to hold these flat.
Crazy aero. Lots of slipstream. There's this tight right-hander at the bottom of the hill.
Hard braking zone. It is one of the few overtaking opportunities on this track, as we see a little bit of lag there.
Really, we've only got 3 or 4, don't we? Apart from slipstreaming down the straight.
It's not easy. I mean, the death chicane, you don't want to be going side by side through here. And look at the gaps here. This is completely flat as well.
That is just mental.
It's an absolutely amazing track to be opening our season.
That can't be FIA safe. That can't be FIA safe.
Keaton having a sniff at DB already. The pack sort of cooling down a bit. Bit of a heated first lap.
Yeah, well, only one car off, so not too bad. And everyone's sort of in single file now, just trying to find those openings, get that good run out of the corner and take advantage to make the pass up ahead.
First person who's going to be trying
to do that already, having a look, goes to the inside, which of course becomes the outside, but he can't maintain the overlap and he gets it done nice and clean. Field snaking in behind.
A little bit more happening in the background there. Mid-map really trying to get the move done on Twitchy. Kiwi Raikkonen doesn't want to wait for him.
Right there, right at the rear of that car, no space at all.
These guys can... They're not giving an inch at the moment, are they?
I think if you're going to be in Division 1, there's no inches to give.
Absolutely not.
Snaking through the S's again, that's a beautiful shot.
Oh, how good is it? This is probably one of the best tracks we run at all season.
Well, PD and I suppose other developers don't always do the best job when it comes to these fictional circuits, but this one, just an amazing view of that mountain, and even down here at the bottom.
They hit the nail on the head, didn't they? And it's all heading up to the battle of 9th place here. XL with Fella behind him, Norm all over him.
Wasn't that Norm out wide then, I think?
I believe so. Looked like he had a bit of a scrappy turn in. The filter into the death chicane. Oh, what a sight.
Oh, Norm. Has he touched the fence there?
Oh, I think I've got a run in here, Viper.
Not looking to make the overtake though.
Yeah, didn't want anything to do with it. Of course, Vipers has just transitioned to the wheel after a very long stint on the pad, so maybe not quite as confident as he should be.
Yeah, well, sometimes you have to change your pad. So we see XL getting a run on Fella.
Fella won't want to give him any room here. Fella, of course, one of the top FIA guys in Oceania. Looking
and
like
new to RaceOnOz this season.
Bit of a difficult opening for him. Likewise with
Norm
Ranger.
giving XL a bit of a helping hand.
Oh, and Norm,
bump drafting.
they're going to get the move done as well.
Trying to sneak through, side by side. Oh, very lucky.
Oh, bit of rubbing going on there. Sup 19 near side of Viper. Oh, side by side they all go. Oh, Fella's out wide.
Fella's all over the place.
Oh, he's nearly turned him. Oh, well gathered.
Oh, Norm's lost out then.
Well gathered from Norm though.
Very lucky those guys know when to end up in the fence. Cross back to Keaton, still in the lead.
Going on here.
DB staying with him though. Oh, jeez, this group of cars looking very aggressive.
Oh, Aiden out wide. Risky. My apologies.
Yeah, that rubber strip gives the cars a bit of a kick.
Could say that again. Hard on the brakes. See the brake discs glowing on the VLX GTR.
Yeah, you don't want to overheat those.
Not ideal at this track. 3 hard braking zones here. 4 actually.
Luckily there's nothing to worry about in this game, so...
Oh.
His livery's looking the treat. Viper having a look down Fella down the inside here.
Oh, Fella's just trying to outbrake him.
If you can maintain around the outside, you can get a better run, but not like that, you can't.
2 wheels in the
Keep it off
grass.
the dirt.
And still side by side with Viper. Couldn't get the drive out of the corner. He's going to take it all the way to the first corner.
Once again, Viper will have the inside, but that does, on the exit that is, of the S, but you have to maintain that overlap. Oh, he's got it done easy. But now Norm having a look at fella again. Risky, trying to take advantage.
Oh, my lord,
out
that
wide.
close to that curb.
He really does like it out there. Sup 9, just watching from behind.
He dives down his inside.
Fella's lost out big time there.
Yeah, it's not worked for him. 10th to 15th now.
Oh,
14th, apologies.
Not quite. He's got the run. And he'll keep that.
Oh, that's wide.
He's gone.
Oh, that's the wall. Oh, big moment for Fella.
I thought he'd had it for a second, but yeah, he's missed that apex.
And speaking of missing an apex, there's something happened to Keaton here. DB007 retaking the
made a
lead.
move. He was sticking with him. He looks like purple there, which means that that's the best sector out of anyone. So maybe
Nice.
just pure pace.
Speed pushing it. Of course, our pole sitter. He's no slouch.
No, if this is the season that Keaton was hoping. Oh, he's having another look. Keaton was hoping to take the championship back from Mint, but
And
he's got extra challenges.
He has just taken the lead back from DB007, but he's right on his tail now. DB007 going to respond to turn 1. Pulls out of the draft. So he can get this move done before the braking zone. He's got the inside here.
Who's going to blink first?
It's Keaton.
Keaton slots back in behind, thinks better of it.
Smart racing
Mint.
from these boys.
Mint trying to hold on here with these two battling up ahead. Is that a Mottle
It
livery?
is.
Looks kind of familiar.
This livery, of course, is the one that Mintmat himself drove in the Blancpain. Oh my god, I've just realised there's number 56 above his car. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
What is that?
Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Matt. I'm so sorry. Oh
I
my
do not
god.
understand.
Oh my god.
Isn't he supposed to be running the number 1 this
Yep.
season, being that he's the defending champion?
Yep.
That's poor livery creative work
Yep.
by whoever did that.
Oh, my face has actually just gone so red.
Oh, Mint having a big look at Keaton here.
he's clearly not happy. He's realised too.
Of course, we've got a direct link up to Mint in the car. No, we don't.
Oh. I'm going to ignore that and continue on the story. This is, of course, the car that Mintmat himself drove in the 2017 Blancpain Endurance Series. It was a Nissan
What
GTR
number was he in
GT3.
that, though?
He was number 22 in that one.
So you can't even get away with 56.
No, that's just a... We're going to pan away from that one. Look at Noodles now, one of the newcomers. That beautifully turned out ERT livery.
Yes, he's done well there. We do have some livery regulations in this season, which of course you do not have to follow, but it makes the field look nice and professional, and he's decided to follow those with his own twist, with the ERT
It is
livery there.
fantastic. That is a great looking livery.
Little splashes of green there and the ERT across the side.
So look up. And of course, the idea behind that was that people running stock liveries like Manhunt here actually just fit in with the field. That looks like any other car. So
I didn't even realise it was stock until you said so.
there you go, exactly.
He's all over Kiwi Raikkonen. Oh, Kiwi runs
it
wide.
Oh, that battle
These
just
two
mental.
new guys to
Look at
race on
this.
Oz and to Division 1. Oh,
Ooh.
some light flashing in the background. Twitchy's not
Twitchy.
happy. Interesting thing here is that Metal Gear's actually teammates with these guys. He's in Team Selby, but
That's
didn't
that's
have time to get the livery on.
3 Selby cars in a row actually. You've got Metal Gear, Twitchy and Viper. Running 8th, 9th and 10th. It's Metal Gear trying to get it moved on an XL. He runs defensive. Metal Gear's going to chuck it down the inside. Just doesn't have the braking performance to get it done. Twitchy might consider himself an outside shot at 8th now. Just see if he can get the move done soonish.
Won't get it through the chicane here, but maybe heading into the final turn under brakes.
I think if he can maximise his run through the chicane, he's got a chance of firing down the inside. But
Trouble, of course, Metal Gear's got that slipstream ahead as well, so that gives you less of an opportunity.
yeah, not easy. I think XL's going to consider himself the most of danger. Angry
Oh,
pack
of
of cars
course.
behind him.
Yep, as we saw, ooh, bit of connection issues there. Twitchy running a
Twitchy
little bit
runs it
wide of that
wide.
final turn. More light flashing.
Now, is he not happy with Metal Gear? Is he trying to tell him his connection's a bit subpar?
Hard to say.
Ooh.
Oh, wow, another big jump. As he goes to make the move on XL.
Oh,
Can't
XL
quite
holds
get
him
it
out.
done.
Good driving from both there.
That'll compromise his run out of that corner. Twitchy now having a look. Not quite.
No overlap.
You could take a dive down the corner here, but
Oh,
very
oh,
tricky
risky.
to get it. That's risky as a
Oh,
look.
what happened
He's in
there?
the sand. Failed opportunity moment.
I
Tried
think
to go for a
maybe.
pass, maybe, or dropped a wheel.
I think maybe he just got checked up by the fact that the rest of the field had concertinaed a little bit. Really bizarre incident with Captain Risky there, but Metal Gear's still on the hunt. Nothing's changed.
Oh well, if these guys keep fighting, I'm sure Risky can catch back up.
One thing about the fight here is it costs you so much. Look at the time that these guys have lost to the packs ahead. I mean, these lead three have
still
checked out.
looking at that little map in the corner there. Rangers quite far back still. DB now having another look at Keaton, coming into the final turn. Side by side.
Down the
Gets
inside.
ahead. Keaton looking for an over and under. Does he get the run? Mint all over the back of these two now as well. Three-way fight for the lead.
This is what you want to see. What a debut for the season.
Side by side through the kink. Mint now trying to make it a three-way battle again into turn one.
Oh, DB just holding it down the inside. Mint Matt's got his chance now for second. Get the drive off the corner.
Oh,
Keaton runs it wide. Oh, that's a moment. Mint Matt had to check up
Those tyres are going to be a
there.
little bit dirty. Mint doesn't have a look here.
Oh, Keaton will not be happy with himself though. He knows he's
they're
got
all
the
getting
ability to
squirrely.
lead this race.
I wonder how whether it's frustrating or challenging that you're normally out the front by yourself and then have some guys come in and all of a sudden you've got a race on your hands.
You know, having known Keaton for as long as I have, and I think you would say the same, is that he welcomes a challenge. And the opportunity to race these guys door to door like he does in FIA, he absolutely welcomes it.
It's no fun winning by massive margins, is it?
No, and he
Rather
openly
have a good
says
race
it.
with someone.
Absolutely. I mean,
And that's
the
not
times...
sarcasm from me either this time.
No, no. The times that we've had B. Phillips and Noble and Holland up the front have been some of Keaton's best races, in my opinion. I guess the same can be said for DB007. He's bringing out the best as Keaton's going to go down the inside here.
Takes a late look, but
Ooh.
decides not to go for it.
Just backs out of it. Check in with the battle pack here as Twitchy's disappeared from us.
Twitchy's gone.
We've lost
Somewhere.
Twitchy. Where is Twitchy gone? Oh, we found him.
Oh,
Oh, Twitchy.
possibly an issue at the chicane.
Issue at some
And,
point with
that's
Razor
Razor
too.
back there. I thought that was okay. Didn't realise. So Rangers worked his way. Oh, okay. First driver to pit, I believe. So that's a mandatory tyre stop. So they won't need any fuel, but they do have to put on a fresh set of soft tyres.
Out he comes. Very short pit stop here at Dragon Trail Seaside, so pitting really doesn't cost you all that much. He comes out, Razor just sweeping around his outside, so someone to see for Razor.
The tyres don't wear so much. The fresh ones can help.
Ooh! Change for
Holland
position.
very wide.
Viper's grabbed Metal Gear. Oh!
Wow. Okay.
I don't know how to commentate on that, if I'm honest.
Well, obviously he's having connection issues. That's what's commonly referred to as lag. So we're going to have to get the moderators onto that. He's going to have to have a look at that before next round. We can't be having that too often.
See if he can sort it out. Fella's going to try and go down the inside, see if Holland makes it easy for him, considering the issues, but wouldn't have thought so. Oh, that's a moment for Fella in the apex.
So what that probably happened there was, with Holland's lag, on his screen, somebody has given him a little tap and that spun him around. But from what we and everybody else saw, his car just does a little jump and spun on its own.
Strange coincidence.
Viper now pulling away from these guys by the looks of things by a little bit.
Trying to get away from Norm, but Risky's probably going to be working with him here. So.
Norm, of course, always running that New Zealand livery. Proud patriot that he is.
God bless him.
God bless everyone. unless you're not religious, then whatever.
Yeah, believe what you believe.
Not going to get into that here. Kiwi and Manhood still
Oh, slaps the
sort of
curbs,
sticking with each
Kiwi.
other. Yeah, really don't want to cut that too much. Not that you need to with the amount of error these cars have.
Now, personally, I'm a little confused with Kiwi's livery. So not only does he have the number 0 above his car, he's got the 72 on the bonnet and then the 76 on the rear. So do you know what number he's supposed to be?
Well, it's definitely not 56.
No, so he's not Mintman. Or Viper.
I think
Or
we'll have to have a word to captain of Pagny Next Level Racing there. I'm not sure if that's... I mean, you've got to try and have the same number on the car. I'm not too fussed with the label above it, but...
See,
Crossing back to a car that has all its numbers in a row.
Well, he might not have all his teeth in a row in a second.
Yeah, I did put my foot in it saying he was...
Oh, speak of the devil! Fires into the wall.
You're lucky that this is virtual racing.
Oh, it was a massive hit.
He's going to lose another 2 spots now. Excel and Sup 9 down the inside. He's still got that front end damage to wait till that clears up.
Rookie error from Viperzed firing into the outside wall. He had Norm for close company, so possibly a touch, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure how that happens. The cars do go flat through there. Even if you miss the apex by a little bit, you're still fine. So he must have really messed that one up.
Not ideal. He was punching on for P7 there, but...
Yeah, well, luckily he's got some cars that he can be dragged along with and he doesn't lose that slipstream.
No, probably ideal. He hasn't actually lost that much. Maybe 3 seconds in total compared to where he was.
Is the slipstream as important as I'm making out to be, or would you pit now and get some clear air?
No, it is absolutely crucial. Unless you are obviously quicker than the cars ahead, there's no point pitting. You'd have to make another serious error to even think about pitting. But... Checking with the leaders, Keaton's got close company again.
We are 11 laps into this race, and the top 3 are what? Less than half a second.
Oh, look at that.
Jeez.
See all the lines they take coming into there as well.
Man, this is what we come to see as you cross.
Absolutely. Oh, not again.
Who was that?
Oh, it's exactly who you think it was.
2 laps in a row. That's one way to end your race. Oh, you really look at the little flashes down the bottom there. Lots of damage. Down to last.
Good night.
3 wide.
Oh, look at that.
Mint from 3rd to 1st.
Hey, oh! He's held it.
Oh, God, that could have ended badly.
How has he done that? Weapon around the outside. Oh, side by side through the kink. And look who's come to join them.
Kiwi's come to join them now.
It's a 6-car battle.
6? Yeah, far out.
Oh, look at this.
Mint, DB, Keaton, Kiwi, Noodles, Manhun.
This is crazy close for the lead of Roos Div 1.
For the lead of the race. 6 cars. I don't think anyone would have predicted this.
No, absolutely not. You wouldn't think that people like Twitchy and Metal Gear weren't a part of it.
Oh well, incidents can bite anyone. Kiwi has a look.
Oh,
he's made the pass.
Solid move. Late on the brakes. Oh, contact with Noodles. Keaton's in the wars.
There. That, of course, we can't tell with that livery, but Noodles is teammates with Keaton.
Oh, he's not. Oh, I thought he was about to go side by side.
Oh.
Here's Manhun. Giving him a bit of a bump draft.
Well, Keaton not doing well at all now. Oh, Mint's lost the lead, so he couldn't hold it for the full lap. Oh, as DB jumps in. They're all jumping in, well, half of them anyway. Get out of that battle. I suppose that'd be that sort of situation where you're losing too much time with everyone battling.
Yep.
Rather than getting that benefit from slipstream. But these guys should all come out together anyway, so.
Yeah, you'd think
as
so.
They do.
Oh. Yeah, that was Norman Risky going flying by that time. Oh, that's not going to be good. Really bad timing.
Now, if DB's obviously quicker, he's going to be held up here by these two.
You'd think he would be.
The guys behind, so that was not the time to pit then.
No. Poorly thought about.
It was a close call. It was a close call.
It was a damned if you do, damned if you don't moment, and Weapons found himself on the wrong side of it.
So that means that we've got what, Mint, Noodles, and Keaton in prime position at the moment if they can pit into clean air.
As long as they can keep it clean, they may actually get an overcut on the 3 that pit.
And well, Mint's got some gap behind now, so putting his head down in the number 1 car.
You don't know how stupid I feel having done that. I cannot apologise to Big Bad enough.
I'm not sure if they're working together or not. Who knows? It looks good on screen.
Yeah. See if any of them pit this lap. Nope, not this time. And DB007 not able to make any head on these two here.
Well, he's still stuck behind Risky, and Risky sort of dropped back from Norm, probably because he's fighting.
Manhunt's fallen back even further from Riken. Might be a little bit out of the toe there.
Yeah, he came out of the pits a little bit further back for some reason.
Okay. Some error in the pit stops here. Metal Gear and Sup9 going at it. Twitchy's made his way back through the pack nicely, actually.
Back up to 11th, which is pretty good. He must have some pace. Just trying to look at his lap times over there. High 30 is their best, and most of the other laps sort of 31 mid, and then lower, in fact.
Compared to the leaders, bit inconsistent from him, but I guess he did have that.
33 would be the moment.
Yep.
And the 30 was the one just before taking the lead.
Yeah, so I guess it is just about the pace. High 30s, low 31s. You got to think these guys will be thinking about a pit stop soon.
Well, really, it depends how long you let those tyres go. They're not bad.
No, not by any means.
They can start to feel a little bit not perfect, I suppose you'd say.
Yeah, it can happen. Let's see if
so the question is, when will they pit? And when they do, where will they come out?
Won't be this lap. Norm's actually gapped the field a little bit here with Risky.
Yeah, well, there you go. Risky and that'd be White fighting with BB. Kiwi hanging on as well, looking to make a move.
Might just struggle to hold on to them here, Risky. Fresher tyres.
What happens?
Bit of a quicker car.
Kiwi giving DB a little push.
Oh, Risky sends it in there. That's contact. Oh.
That's really braking late to hold that position.
Yeah, that's there you go. Risky's pulled over.
He's redressing the issue.
Yep.
Yeah, we can all make mistakes.
Well done, Risky. Yep.
But redressing is the move that we like to see.
That was crucial. Good on you, Risky.
If you have made a mistake that disadvantaged someone.
Yep.
So DB loses out there, trying to pick up one position. He's lost to Kiwi and Manhun there. So Manhun falling off at the pit stops, but that sort of brought him back into it.
So that was a bit of a free kick for him.
This will help the leaders greatly, though. They're not getting caught up in anything. They're just sort of nose to tail, running smooth, quick
Especially at the pace that Midmat's running. Don't think he'll be getting undercut, I should say. Noodle's a lot closer than he has been in previous laps.
Does he have a look?
Stays in the slipstream for now.
Last corner's not always the best place because you've got that long run.
Oh,
there we go. Mint jumping in.
Mintmat with a bit of a late pit entry there. I think that was across the solid white line.
Yeah, the rules state that the pit line is just like a track limit. So if you cut it with 4 wheels, that is a cut. We'll have to see what the stewards decide on post-race.
Pretty
but for now,
one.
He comes out in front of Norm. Norm, going to have a look.
Oh.
Also, Mint's lost out a little bit there if Norm holds him up now.
Tell you what, that's pretty aggressive from Norm, someone who hasn't pitted yet.
He's doing his own race, up into 3rd now.
Fair call to him. Just hope he wouldn't get in the way of the lead battle too much.
Well, he doesn't have to give anyone a position.
Very true.
Ride as hard as he likes, as long as he's within the rules. Kiwi has gapped Manhun after getting caught up with Risky there.
Risky would have pitted last lap, filtered back into 8th, ahead of Metal Gear crucially, who's being...
XL is all over him.
Yeah, these two were the original sparring partners who started that little train earlier in the race, so no love lost between the two Daniels.
I guess I didn't see that. Oh, XL having a look now down the inside.
And he gets it done, clean move.
Gets it done. Oh, Holland
bit
looking to come back at him.
Oh, here we go. Side by side.
You can't go side by side through here, through the second part anyway. Oh no, okay, there you go. XL just filtered in behind.
Keen in the pits.
Here we go.
This is what we want to see. Where is he going to be in contrast to Matt?
Norm's in. It's to release Matt. And Keaton's beat him out, but will he have the run? Will he get close enough?
Oh,
He will not.
quite.
So he's
Keaton
lost out there. Just that
moved
one
from
lap
position in
or
the
one or
pits.
2 laps behind Norm. It's been enough.
That'll be really frustrating for Matt, but you know he's got the pace to get Keaton, so he'll get at it. Raikkonen kicking up a bit of dirt in the background.
Well, Min will have to stay in that slipstream now and just hope that he can find the pace to overcome Keaton.
Oh, I think he's found it before, so he'll back himself to get it again.
He was, well, Keaton was in a battle though at the time, so...
Oh, very true actually. Norm's taking his pit stop too, sort of in no man's land here in 7th.
So DB is really the big loser out of those front 3.
Yeah, back to
The pit
5th.
where he got caught up with Risky, and then Risky had that moment where he just sort of slid into him.
Less than ideal. We've lost XL at some point here. I think he's had his pit stop. Here he is.
Could be, yeah. And then Razor sort of behind him.
It's been a quiet race from Razor, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been a quiet race from Razor.
From Razor. It's normally someone who we see a lot of in the Div 1 streams. We see Noodle peel into the pits now.
Here we go. This is the final part of that front 6.
See if Keaton
There's
can beat him
Keaton.
out. It's going to be close. Noodle
can have the
slower on
run
the
on him.
apex. Oh, he's
Have a
going to
look.
dive. And Keaton for
He's
the
done it.
lead.
Now, what will Mint do?
Oh, he's angry. He wants it. He wants second. He doesn't want to let Keaton get away from him.
Oh, he's not going to get it here.
No, and of course, Noodles,
Oof.
one to remember about that is he will have the freshest tyres of the 3. Not a lot of tyre wear, but any little bit will help.
Now, in this close slipstream when you're coming through these S's, it's still flat. Is that correct?
That's correct, absolutely. It is just foot to the floor, and pray you don't understand.
Well, they must slide a little bit extra.
Oh, they can, but not enough to not lift your foot. To lift your foot. Yes.
Quite wide there from Noodles. Pushing everything they can find out of these cars.
Because every centimetre of track they use is just a little bit more time they can find.
Thought Mint was going to hit then for a second.
It's awfully close. Oh,
Big pack here.
another
Very
battle
wide
pack
from
forming.
Sup. Just manages to keep it on the ripple strips.
Oh, fella doesn't look like he wants to be here. Oh, Sup's wide.
Whoa!
Wow, how did he bring
Oh,
that back?
yeah, I think he might have hit that because he's lost a lot of pace there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ranger's grabbed him. Ranger, who's finally seen cars for the first time this race.
Yeah, well, after that first lap incident.
Yeah, great drive from him thus far.
Well, that's what you want to do. You know, some guys, they have a crash and that's it. See you later. But Ranger's put his head down, worked hard, got himself back up into this pack. There's a top 10 finish in it here if he can keep it going.
I think a top 10 will be what he's aiming for. Twitchy Metal Gear and fella's still ahead of him.
Having said that, has he pitted?
I believe he has, just looking from the wear on his tyres. Would have been an early pit stop for Ranger. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose back in 16th.
That's
so
right. We did notice that. He was the first one in, wasn't he?
He was, yes. We're on board with him when it happened.
So wide again from Sup.
Wonder if it's a bit of a connection issue from Sup. Just, he doesn't seem to be losing a lot of pace for how wide he's going.
Yeah, it could be. The car doesn't look... It looks a little jumpy, but it wasn't as bad as Holland's car was before.
No, nothing to be concerned about. Check this
Keaton got
back
a little
here.
gap here to Noodles. Mint a lot closer to Noodles than Noodles is to Keaton. Raikkonen
Keaton's-
pushing, trying to close the gap.
Yeah, just alone in 4th at the moment. All these three
Look
do
at that
their
though.
thing.
2 laps in a row, 30.8.
Oh, it was. Scarily good consistency from Kiwi. What's it like compared to the leaders? Quicker. Some bit quicker.
31 flat there from Keaton.
Oh my
Oh, there you go.
lord.
Holy crap.
30.4.
Just jump on board for a casual fast lap.
Is he human? I can't tell.
No.
Okay.
This is basically watching
30.6
Robo Race here.
wheels. Well, as long as they don't turn hard right into a pit wall, then I'm all for it.
Well, they can't all be Incy.
Pretty true. 30.5 from Matt. These three are absolutely flying. Kiwi with a 30.7.
There's our
DB.
man DB. Be
Pole
looking to get back
sitters.
up there.
He's not had a great run so far, has he? Been an unfortunate
Well, he
race
had
for him.
done
Caught
it, just
behind
that
rescue.
those two little moments, pitting at the wrong time, unbeknownst to him, and then getting caught up with another driver.
Ooh, it's been a rotation at the back. Oh, not
Ranger.
again.
Just as we were saying, he's getting back into it. He's got rear
Unfortunate for
damage
Ranger.
there.
He's got XL for company now.
Yeah, well, that damage isn't going to help in these, as you can see there.
Okay.
Yeah, so what looks like has happened there is Ranger's got that rear damage, so the car's not as quick, and XL's caught him at full pace, expecting him to be going flat, and has caught the slower car.
Just
They've made contact, and yeah, both of them are off.
some miscommunication, I guess, from those two.
Well, you can't exactly talk to each other.
Well, definitely miscommunication then.
Lack of communication, even.
Yes.
Still together, these three. 30.6 from Keaton, that's poor considering.
Pretty slow, Keaton. Needs to pick up the pace.
What's Noodles doing?
His best.
Very well put. There you go. 30.6, 30.8.
They're all staying pretty consistent. I think Keaton at this stage just needs Matt to start attacking Noodles, and then he can check out. Wow, that's a solid first sector there from Noodles, actually. That's very
It's
quick.
the best, that's the best for him, yeah.
3/10 as well. In the slipstream it helps, without a doubt, but Noodles is on a charge.
Yeah, well, Mint falling off there a little bit. Noodles sort of catching up to Keaton.
Yeah, maybe he had a moment somewhere. Kiwi's a bit
Wouldn't know it,
closer.
but number 1, number 2 representing the games and racing team here.
Really? Both GRT, are they?
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, all
Keaton.
the I think the games and racing team Division 1 drivers are all running special liveries.
Who are the other ones, out of curiosity?
You know what? That's a question to ask me when I've looked it up.
Very true. Well, the first of which is Keaton, who is running a Pitwork Motul Z livery. Gorgeous throwback to the car that a lot of us would have driven on Gran Turismo 4. Noodles, of course, running his own custom ERT livery. He's looking to put it past Keaton, but doesn't commit to a move.
Alright, well there you go, I've looked it up. The other Gamesman Racing Team driver in Division 1 is Fella. He's also running his own livery.
Where are we? There he is. Fella
So
chosen
the
not
entire
to...
Gamesman Racing Team, all running without a Gamesman sticker.
There you go. Fella's
Thanks
chosen
to our sponsor for this season, of course, being Selby Acoustics.
Selby, of course, has been represented on our number board, if we can get a good shot of that.
Oh, well, we could probably just look at the Selby car if we want to get some sponsorship out for them. But thanks to them, they're actually putting up a good prize for us this season. Getting a nice shiny cockpit.
Looking forward to that. It's going to be a great prize for anyone to win.
It would if that was the prize. I got it wrong. It's actually a projector.
Oh.
I think it retails for about $1,000 though.
Ah, still a great prize.
Yes.
What is it Gumtree for?
Oh, I don't know. Probably more.
About $60 in a Maximus?
You could probably get a cockpit if you Gumtreed it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Go back and check on the leaders. This top three have been a riveting battle all race so far, and there's still 7 laps to go.
They just don't let up, do they? I think
No.
by now one of them would have gapped the other, but they're still there.
There is absolutely no pace deficit between these boys, and the fact that Keaton has stayed out front for as long as he has is a testament to how good he is at the moment.
No, I think he's he's escaped. He's escaped with a little bit of luck.
Yeah, no, I think
He did
that's
fall
right.
down to what, like 6th place when that group got all together.
Yeah, he'd got bullied at that point, hadn't he? When Mid-Matt had his big moment out of turn 2.
Lost his rhythm and sort of just got shuffled down the order as everybody else sort of had a look down the inside when they could.
But he's found his groove out the front again. Just seems to be doing his thing. Keaton doing
Maybe
Keaton
that showed
things.
that he is indeed human. Keaton?
Hayden.
Yeah.
It's a new one.
Even though he shows us week in, week out how consistent, how fast he is, he can have those moments.
Oh, I think anyone can. Mid-mat going
Mid
purple.
Yeah, for the tiniest margin.
6,000th. And I think that just shows how competitive we are at the front this season. That is all it takes to be
Very
purple.
jumpy there. Kiwi still pushing, but Mint having a look now.
Noodles runs it wide. Mint's gonna get this move done. They bang doors.
Music to Keaton's ears.
Oh,
slot back in behind.
couldn't
get the
done.
run.
Still
Look
the
at that.
fastest lap.
He was probably on for fastest lap too, if that hadn't happened.
Oh, look at this. Not long to go for these boys.
Yeah, then we've got sort of 5-6 laps remaining.
So Kiwi's pretty locked in there in fourth.
Yeah,
DB's got Manhunt
his
all
lap time
over him
dropped
now.
off a little bit. I think that's probably DB getting past Manhunt that we've missed. Been looking to push now to try and catch up to Kiwi.
We'd hope he can, the pole sitter. No, he's got a lot of pace to look for.
Well, those lap times we were seeing there won't be indicative of his actual pace.
No.
And that he's trying to make the pass, so we have to see if he can get into those sort of mid-low 30s.
I think that'd be a good time to get into. Risky with his last lap at 30.8. Strong lap for Risky.
Field sort of spreading out there in the middle. After all the incidents we saw, Twitchy doing well, made his way up to 9th after those issues.
I think you'll definitely be disappointed with that after starting P3. Fella, not really
Running
with the
up top
pace. Not the pace we expected to see from him this weekend.
It's hard to say how much practice is everyone putting in. Some guys have other commitments with FIA or with other series. We just like to have him here.
Without a
More the
doubt.
merrier.
Sub 9. I think everyone's just
Interesting
spread
living,
out. Oh, Noodles is close. Noodles is
all
close.
over him.
Still
These
can't
guys
get it
don't
done.
seem to want to have a look into turn 1 or turn 2 as it was.
This battle, Parker's not doing anything. Ranger, also having a quiet one.
And they're lonesome. Excel right at the back half of that incident with Ranger. Ranger's been up and down the field a little bit. Every time he seems to sort of get in a good position, something happens.
Right back down again.
Those drivers way off the front, they do risk that they could drop into room 2 next week.
Absolutely. It's just a part of our fluid room system, of course, with the race times from Div 2 pretty much directly competing with those in here, plus a 5-second deficit.
That actually has been upgraded to 10.
10-second, right.
Yeah, the guys at the front of room 2, they'd be sort of having more clean air than the guys at the back of room 1. So
Yes.
we had that handicap just to sort of even it out.
Especially when they're battling like this at the front. Keaton, Noodles and Matt, non-stop at 25 laps.
This is what we live for.
Well, it's
It's
what I
sign up.
commentate for.
I do it for the money.
What are they paying you?
0.
Oh, okay, well they're paying me more.
Super BT.
Yeah, that's the one. 4 laps to go here at
Still fall over
Seaside.
the back of Keaton, but once again, not having a look into turn 1.
He just doesn't have the pace to get it done, Noodles. He's got all this slipstream. He can probably get a decent drive out of the final corner, but Keaton wants it. He doesn't want to give this lead up.
I guess the problem is if Noodles has a look, he ends up being on the outside for the right-hander immediately following.
And he opens
that'll
himself
let
to
Mint have a
mid-lap.
look, yeah.
Yep.
Do you risk going for the lead to end up 3rd or worse, spun?
But can you look at it that way? Like, can you always assume that you're going to end up 3rd? I think surely at this stage, Noodles just throws caution to the wind, and he wants this win.
Well, they are teammates, so he might be taking that into account.
But does he know that?
He does.
Are you sure he isn't just part of the pit work squad, and then Noodles is part of the ERT squad? As he runs wide, Noodles, mid-mat, all over him again.
Oh, he's falling back now. And he definitely knows, because I'm team captain for Gamesman this season, and I've told him.
Well, can you give me key?
I mean, like, in the off-season, sure, but not during the season.
Oh, wait, no, I don't. Whatever. That's fine. We'll watch these 3. Line of stern now, coming around the final corner. 3 laps to go once they cross the line. They have gapped
It's
the rest of the
anybody's
field.
race.
Who's your money on? 3 to go. Is this Keaton's to
Keaton.
lose?
It's always Keaton.
It's gotta be, hasn't it?
In the moments like this.
You just can't get past it. It's funny, I don't think we've seen a nerve just like this from Keaton.
Got out of shape there, and again on exit.
That is dangerous using that bit of track.
Inviting Mint to
No
have a
grip
sniff.
at all. Zero grip out there.
I think the thing that's most amazing that is the respect on track that these guys give each other. You know, so often you'd see someone, they get out of shape, the other driver's just like, I'm just going to send it down the inside of the next corner, regardless of what happens. But they know that it's just going to end in tears with moves like that.
I think that's the difference between some of the top guys here and what we see in your casual online racing, is that everyone here knows each other. We've raced Noodles for years, despite the fact he's a new Ruse member, and we've raced so many of these guys week in, week out, and they have that level of respect for each other, and that's what makes Ruse worth it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I mean, we don't race for, like, FIA points. We don't race to make our SR or DR better. We race because we want to race. And Mid-Matt is showing us that now, as he is wanting to get the move done on Noodle. He wants to race, and he wants to race all the way to the back of Keaton if he can get there.
Well, this is why people sign up.
Absolutely, and this is
what they want. We want good, hard, clean racing.
And this is a reference to that.
We want that heart rate to be up.
Tell you what, mine's up just looking at this. Here we go, he's close. Closer than he has been. He's going for the inside here at turn 1. Can't do it.
Has another think about it.
2 laps to go here in Croatia. This is anyone's race. No one knows how this is going to finish up. The top 3 are nose to tail, with Keaton still leading this from Noodles and Mid-Matt.
It's a race for 3.
It's been a stunning drive so far by those 3 as well.
Almost flawless, you could say.
I think you could say almost. Whoever wins this race, it will be thoroughly deserved. They've been through the wars.
Noodles quite wide through the S's there.
Bit of an odd
Luckily
line.
he's got that slipstream ahead that'll sort of pull him back up to speed.
Running out of opportunities. Keaton's sort of watching the clock go down. 1 lap after this. Not much longer to hang on for. Mid-Matt
all over Noodles there.
He knows he needs to get it done. He's got to look for anywhere he can. He's still going at PB time. Look at his last 2 lap times, 1,000th apart. Look at his last 3 lap times.
3, 559, 558, 559.
Actually, I think that's a timing glitch, my mistake, but still ridiculously close between the last 2 laps.
There you go. Lap 23, 28, 27, 26, 27, 28. And supplementary, 29.
Thank you, Hatfield. Here we go, around the final corner. There is 1 lap to go.
In the grass there, that's gonna hurt his run.
Oh,
final lap for these 3.
If he could just time this move, he might be able to get second. He's looking for it. He's looking.
No,
he can't do it. Noodle sends it in hot. He wants this from Keaton. They are closing up on the final lap. Are we looking at a final lap battle? Mint's out wide. Big twitch there.
They both dropped a wheel.
Noodles didn't get the best run. Mint's all over him. Can he throw it down the inside? Doesn't quite get there. Keaton's checked out a little bit. There's an air gap there.
Yeah, I think we'll probably see Keaton sort of without a mistake. I reckon he'll take it from now. It's these 2 that behind.
And he's
that
running
are defensive
defensive
place.
too. This is so close from Noodles. He just wants to hold on for P2 now. P1's done. Keaton's checked out. Mid-Matt is all over him here. There is a GT Academy champion chasing you down. What do you do, Noodles?
Freeze. Wait, no.
Panic.
No, remain calm.
Okay, he's hitting all these marks. He's remaining calm. Mid-Matt's in the grass. Oh, is that it? Is that Noodle safe? Is that the run done?
No, you're never safe. Final turn, big send down the inside. That's what you got to watch for.
Oh, I think he's
good. Run through the S's though.
They've just opened up that little bit more. Mitt's not close enough. Oh, I think he's got there.
No, there's no run here. I think that's your top 3.
I think that's it. Keaton McDonald has won this race. What a stunning drive from these gentlemen. Noodles and Mid-Matt.
From the 3 of them. Well done.
Take your hats off to those guys. That was amazing racing at the front. Kiwi Raikkonen comes over 4th.
Podium.
Manhunt got DB.
He did in the end. DB must have made a little error we didn't see. Norm well deserved to get that 7th there. Twitchy, good recovery drive as we see. Someone was... Is that risky?
That's risky.
He's had an issue at the final corner.
Oh, and fella with the run. Oh, he's got him at the
He's got him to
line.
the line. My goodness. Holland 11's up 9 in 12. Razor, disappointing by his standards, 13th.
Right.
Ranger, he
He's
tried to recover a few times and it just didn't work out for him. Viper with a horrid 15th and XL with an even more horrid. Although that's where he did start.
tell you what,
16th, no
those
positions lost.
bottom four. It's not really the spot you expect those four to be.
Well, it is what it is. Depending on how many drivers in room 2 did well, we might see a few of those guys drop. Of course, one of them has to drop, which is XL, to make room for Josh from Demo 1, who'll be streaming live next week. So tune in for that on Sunday. We'll try and get all the links up on our pages, on our socials. But
Yep.
until next time, I think, this has been Super B Team.